Hello everyone and welcome to a new show called Stadia Pladia. So I'll be using this show to talk about anything Stadia. You know, it could be news, it could be reviews, it could be anything. And today I'll be doing a shout out to a bunch of people in the community, mostly content creators. You know, I've met a lot of people lately and they've been so welcoming to me. So I just wanted, to say a little word on all of them. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start this up. Alright, so the first person I'd like to give a shout out to is Original Penguin. So I've met Original Penguin in the Summer Community Championship. He was hosting a few games and as a matter of fact, I think he hosted my 4Kids run and also my Pixel Junk Raiders run. So his main thing is that he does analysis where he calculates the frame per second and resolution of games. But he also do playthroughs on his stream. I remember he did Ember and he was pretty entertaining. So yeah, he's a pretty funny guy. He has a good humor. I know that sometimes he does a David Attenborough expression, which is kind of funny. So you can find him on Twitter at Original Penguin and on YouTube on Original Penguin. Not to be confused with the clothing company, as he would say. So next up is Four Scars Gaming, a fellow Canadian, and I met him at the Summer Community Championship also. He was a host over there and he also did a Pixel Junk Raiders run, if I'm not mistaken. So he does constant YouTube content, which is awesome, and he does great first impressions of doing his streams. He does a lot of giveaways also. So I like his positive attitude, and he never really have dead time on his stream, so he talks a lot, which is very good. So on Saturday, he's doing a fundraising for Extra Life Kids, and it's if you can give him some support over there, he supports the community a lot, so it would be great. On a Saturday, he'll be streaming all 5 outright games, if I'm not mistaken. So Four Scars Gaming Twitter is 4scars_gaming, and his YouTube is 4scars_gaming, and you can also find him on his Discord server. Next is Gem. Does he really need an introduction? I mean, a lot of people know him. So I discovered this guy when he was doing breakdowns of new Stadia app version, and he's very good at that, by the way. So Gem won the first place in the Community Championship, and he's really good at first-person shooters, I gotta say. So Gem makes a lot of gameplay and first impression videos, and he's a good contributor for the community. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to another competition with you, Gem. I want to try a first-person game with you and see what happens. So you can find Gem on Twitter at Gembeer Gaming and on YouTube called Gem. Alright, we have MM2K. So MM2K is part of a YouTube channel called Stadia Dosage News. So I've discovered MM2K at the championship as he was hosting my Kaze run. This guy has a lot of energy, and while I was playing and doing some speed run, oh man, he was really hosting very well. I really encourage you guys to take this guy if you have anything to host, So on his channel, he keeps us current on news, and he likes to expose people who has a negative thinking of the Stadia. And what I like about him is he actually posts actual facts of stuff just to contradict the negative people. So you can find him on Twitter at Stadia Dosage and on YouTube on Stadia Dosage News. And on the same video we got Project Storm, another one with a lot of energy. So I've discovered Project Storm during the championship also, and he was hosting my Pixel Junk Raiders run. So Project Storm is someone who really likes to show how great the Stadia runs, either 30 frames per second or 60 frames per second, their resolution. He just wants to prove to people that the Stadia is the real deal, he wants to show how powerful it is. So you can find Project Storm on his Twitter at the Nifophiliac and on YouTube on Project Storm. ViviPlays, another one that doesn't need any introduction. So I've discovered Vivi on the main Stadia Discord server. So Vivi is a mod on that server, and also on Reddit if I'm not mistaken, but I don't go on Reddit too often, so I'm not too sure. So Vivi got a very positive attitude, and he's very active in the community. So Vivi participated in a recent event for Stadia for Rainbow Six Siege, along with Megatron X and Four Scars Gaming, and he killed it. So you can find ViviPlays on Twitter at ViviPlays and on YouTube on ViviPlays. Malaysia, my nemesis. No, me and Malaysia became good friends after the championship actually. He ended up second place in the competition. So Malaysia is mostly a streamer. He's highly skilled, man. He adapts fast to games that he never played. So he's very active with the chat during his streams, and he doesn't have any dead time. He talks a lot, and he's very entertaining. So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to compete against you some other time, and hopefully we can do some co-op games someday. So you can find Malaysia on Twitter at Malaysia Online, and on YouTube on Malaysia Online. And I highly recommend him. If you can subscribe to him and see what he has for his content, go for it. Next up is Megatron X. So I think that Meg participated in the Stadia Community Championship. I think she did a Pixel Junk Raiders run, but I mostly discovered her during the Stadia event for the Rainbow Six Challenge with the community. Highly recommended. I really like her streams. She has a lot of energy and she's very entertaining. You can find her on Twitter at Megatron X and on YouTube on Megatron X. So now we have Endeavor. So we started talking around when Pixel Junk Creators came out. So Endeavor is a big achievement hunter. As a matter of fact, he's the owner of the website called Stadia Hunter. So it's one of the best websites that people use actually for achievement hunting for Stadia. So Endeavor is very active in the achievement community, of course, and he quickly responds to any type of issues that the website or the app has. So it's very nice. And so Endeavor usually streams and posts guides on his YouTube channel, which is super helpful and entertaining. So you can find Endeavor on Twitter at Stadia Hunters and on YouTube on Endeavor. And you can also find him on his Discord for Stadia Hunters. So now we're down to Fletch. So Fletch is one of the last person I've discovered lately actually. And he's an admin on the Stadia Hunter Discord channel. So Fletch posts some videos on YouTube. He's a jack of all trades. So he posts reviews, guides, first impressions, news. He's just a very useful person, you know. So Fletch tries to put the community of the Stadia Hunters together as much as possible. Actually, we've played some Killer Queen Black lately with a few people not too long ago, yeah, and we had a blast, man. So you can find Fletch on Twitter at Fletch2199 and on YouTube at PSX Guides and Reviews. Now we've got Jack the Slip. So I've discovered Jack during the championship, and if I'm not mistaken, he was the main planner of the event. One thing that I've got to say is that he's very good at hosting runs with a Chromebook. I think he was just using his touchpad, and that's pretty impressive. So many doesn't know, but he was actually our background guidance for the finals, and he did an amazing job at keeping us sorted out actually. So yeah, I really hope, Jack, that we see another championship someday, and if you ever need help, just feel free to reach out. I really had a blast doing the championship, man. So as per Jack would say, he's a statistic nerd, and he hosts a monthly show actually with MM2K, and it's about monthly Stadia statistic, that games that are played and active content creators and such. So I hope to make it to that list someday. So you can find Jack at Twitter at JTheSlip and on YouTube at Jack the Slip. Next up is Papa Levy. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. So I've met Eli Levy at the championship, like most of these people actually. And he's a Hitman speedrunner on Stadia. That's pretty awesome. So he got many first place spot on speedrunner.com, and this just proves that Stadia is just powerful enough to do these types of things, right? So Eli is all around a funny person. He likes to encourage people to play Hitman, and I don't blame him. It's a really good game, you know. So he was a great participant at the championship. It was awesome to see his reaction after finishing his Kaze run. He was really happy about that run, and it was a really good run. So you can find Papa Levy at Twitter at Eli LevyD and YouTube at Eli Levy. Alright, last but not least, we've got Fantier, Roberto Fanti. So Fantier, I discovered him during the early Pixel Junk Raiders days. He was part of the community along with me and Endeavor actually. We were helping out each other to get some tricks, you know, to do some achievements, and that's how we got good in the long run. It was a really fun time. So Fantier streamed some cool games like Resident Evil Village, and of course Pixel Junk Raiders, and he also participated in the championship. He did the Pixel Junk Raiders week 2, and he also was part of the finals. And he also was a guest one time on Stadia Italia, which is pretty cool. So you can find Fantier on Discord. His Discord name is Fantier, and on YouTube, and his name is Roberto Fanti. Alright guys, this is my shout out to my favorite content creators in the community. I would also like to give a quick mention to a few friends that I made, like Kralk, the number 5, Triple Superstar during the championship. These guys are awesome. Yeah, so if you like the video, just leave a like, subscribe, and if you have any comments, let me know. I'm always open for constructive criticism. I want to improve, you know. This is my first video of Stadia Pladia, so this is it guys. Enjoy the rest of the day and hope to see you on the next video.